everyone, I'm your gardener Grace and welcome to my art channel. Have you ever wondered how to paint without paper and pen? How to make sculptures with empty hands? Remember the castle you built on the beach but was washed away by the sea? Remember the little man you stepped on with your footprints on the snow? Before you know it, you have actually completed a land art with nature. During the preparation of my last video, artist Crystal Javchev's L'Arc de Triomphe wrapped, I've begun to have interest in the huge-scale land art created in nature. Imagine that we're standing in the air, looking down at the ground below our feet. Located in the Egyptian desert near the Hurghada on the Red Sea coast, the Desert Breath was created in March 1997 by the art organization DAST Art Team. It took 2 years to collect materials, transported 8,000 cubic meters and about 10,500 cubic yards of sand in the open desert, and built 89 protruding cones of gradually increasing size and another 89 depressed cone sets, which are all repaired to form a regular circular boundary. The flat surface is precisely calculated and arranged into a spiral curve that expands outwards. The two sets are convex and concave curves finally converge in a 30-meter diameter circular pool in the center. The precise shape from mathematical and physical calculation brought a magnification to the scale of the Earth. What's even more shocking is that this beauty will eventually fade away under the influence of the wind over time. It's like a record of the passage of time. I felt regret, then relieved. Perhaps this is where the charm of land art lies. They're magnificent but easy passed away. Their building and passing away are also the birth and death of the glorious life. Back in time in 1970, artist Robert Smithson used a bulldozer to dump nearly 6,000 tons of rocks and stones of various colors into the water on the beach by the Great Salt Lake in Utah, forming a spiral-shaped dam. The entire spiral is about 1,500 feet long and stands to the depth of the lake. The entire dam seems to be the revolving fusion of the sea, water, and land. It's more like an altar built by humans in the Stone Age. Natural materials and the construction method of piling were the earliest ways for humans to transform nature. The artist continued to write about symbiotic relationships between modern humans and nature in the same way. 8,000 cubic meters and 6,000 tons. The land artists have a broad vision. In addition to taking local materials for their works, another important feature is a huge amount of work, which requires a long period of planning and construction. Their works always have a similar style of epic architecture. The earliest land art can be traced back to the pyramids of ancient Egyptian and Stonehenge in England. Under such a huge scale, the artists focus on the overall grasp of the work, carelessly about the details of the corners, but pay more attention on the geometric visual form, erases all unnecessary visual information. This is exactly what was developed by abstract expressionism in the 1950s, the main feature of minimalist art. The land art focused on the combination of work and the environment, the breaking and the reconstruction of natural materials, and reflecting on the interrelationship between human civilization and natural ecology. Originating from nature and dialogue with nature, it seems out of place in the social context of the booming industrial civilization of the last century. Yes, this was a strong protest of artists at that time against commercial society of the era of the big machines. They were tired of paintbrushes, canvases, and studios. They fled the city, facing the ocean and the wilderness, and walked into the forest and desert. They didn't care whether the works were meticulously preserved, whether they went to the auction to give the hammer at a high price, and even less whether they're appreciated by the audience. They just kept a record and some pictures. This is the artist, together with all the plants, trees, and the rocks, to propose a profound reflection on modern civilization of mankind. Just like the Vietnam War Memorial designed by Ling Ying in Washington. The black granite wall, like two mirrors, carved deep V-shaped dents on the ground, as if the earth had been chopped, leaving this wound that could never be healed. I think this is also an important role of contemporary art, reflection. With the rapid development of modern society, artists always stand outside the times, stepping on history and future, and meditating on important propositions of mankind, society, and civilization. If you liked my video, don't forget to subscribe and share with others around you. Thank you!